here comes a demo, TrueFans by Sethi, which is a new podcasting 2.0 super app, he calls it, which creates an activity stream for each user. Each user can choose what activities to share with the Fediverse, e.g. the podcast has been played, the time listened, and the value paid. So Sethi, Sam, take it from here.
That's all right. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Let me hit my timer for 5 minutes. Okay. TrueFans is a podcasting app, but it does more than podcasting. It does music, books, films, courses, and video. But what I wanted to do was basically show you how we've integrated activity streams into the platform and now have added federation as well. So I'm going to go to Dignation, which strangely has come back. I'm going to become a fan, and that's great. So now that'll be a piece of activity I'll show you in a minute. I'm also going to now search for another podcast called Pod News Weekly, which is my own podcast with James Cridland. And I'm going to go into there. I'm already a fan of that podcast. So now I'm going to play this episode. First of all, I'm going to boost it, just a like. And secondly, I want to give it some sats. I want to give it some money. So I'm going to say I want to pay you 100 sats per minute. And now that's the total value of it, which is based on the amount of time times the sats. I'm going to play that episode and I'm just going to mute it. And that's going to play in the background. So far, my activity is I've subscribed to a podcast, I've liked a podcast, and now I'm playing a podcast. If I go into this podcast as well, I can leave a comment. So this is a test for FediForum. And I can leave an amount of money as well if I want. So I want to pay them for that. Now, because we use micropayments, it also does splits. There are 2 people who host this show. So we will calculate out the amount of money and we use the Olby API over the Lightning Network. So there you go. That's the 100 sats split. Okay, let's go and have a look at my activity now. So first of all, before we do, in the back end, we've built a full gamification engine with all the verbs. So we can set a value to each verb to track user behavior if we want to, but we use it for onboarding. So we give people sats. So when you join, you get a wallet, you get your micropayments, and based on you completing a number of tasks, we pay you micropayments in your wallet. The next thing is to look at my settings. So the first thing I want to do is go down and choose what settings I want to publish. So we have over 30 different verbs in our systems, the ones that you saw in the gamification. And what we can choose is which ones we want to publish to the Fediverse. So I've chosen these ones here. Now, if I go back to my new and next, so I said that we have created in here, this is my new and next queue, all the things I'm listening to, but I might want to look at it in a list view, and now it will show me what I've listened to, how much I've completed, and the value I've paid. And the same is true with my play again, the things that I've listened to already. When I look in my activity stream now, I've got quite a busy activity stream. It'll show me all the verbs that I've used. And so I commented just now for FediForum and I left 100 sats. I boosted it by liking that podcast and I became a fan. We go back to the one that I'm playing here and I pause that. And now I go back and play another podcast just to get things recorded to my activity. So that's now recorded to my activity. So now I can go into the FediForum itself. So if I go to, I think this one here, and I refresh the page, give it a second to refresh. You'll now see that Sam Sethi played that week, Pod News Weekly. I listened for 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and I completed 5%. If I refresh again, the activity payment will be there as well, which is there actually, the 100 sats per minute. I also boosted this podcast episode and I subscribed. So when I look at it in Mastodon, I can search for me as Sam, and there's my TrueFans social account. I can click through to it, and now you see all of my different activities federated. If I now follow Sam at truefans.social, I can see it. And finally, what we will be doing on this page here is adding filters, searches, and other capabilities. So you can not only follow podcasts and users, but you'll be able to filter on different activity verbs. Hopefully that's it. Thank you.